Welcome. I'm Kathleen Garrity with CT Burns Care Foundation, and I'd like to thank you for joining us for this concert today, and certainly to thank Dominic for sharing his talents once again to highlight our foundation and the mission that we have focused on for 42 years. It's something you may never have thought about, a burn injury. Over 1,000 people a day are admitted to a hospital in the United States because of severe burn injury. These could be scalds from hot liquid, touching something hot like a grill, a stove, an engine, a chemical burn, an electrical burn, and certainly flames like a house fire, a car fire, campfires. The injuries sustained in these types of incidences are life-altering. Emotionally and physically, the journey towards healing can take a lifetime. We are there to support those survivors and help them to adapt to their life, which probably includes severe scarring and disabilities. More importantly, we're there to prevent those injuries to the extent we can through a lot of civic work that we do to help raise awareness of how to prevent these injuries both in your home, your workplace, and elsewhere. One of the programs that we are most proud of is our Arthur C. Luff Children's Burn Camp, which we run every year, and my great friend Bob Kapchar is going to talk about in a minute. This program has been running since 1991, but unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we had to cancel a camp this year. There were a lot of very disappointed children who look forward to this event every year, not just to see their friends and to have fun at camp, but to emotionally and physically grow and adapt to challenges that they can't do on their own. We give them a community that thrives on unconditional love and looks beyond what they can't do to see only what they can do. The work that we do is funded 100% by donations, and this year, because of the pandemic, we have lost over 50% of our budget already this year. It is incredibly important to us that we reach out and we say, if you are in a position to give to us, that you please consider it at this point in time. It's critical for us to continue our preventive programs, but also to ensure that we can continue to give hope to our children who want to attend camp in 2021. We want that to happen. And it's going to take all of us and a couple miracles to make sure that that happens. But I know we can do it. So I want to thank you for your time. And I hope that I've raised a couple of issues for you to think about and share with others, because certainly prevention relies upon people talking to each other, raising awareness about things we never think about. Above all else, I'm going to tell you to please check your smoke alarms at home. Don't fall asleep with your cell phone in your bed, and stay healthy through this pandemic. I look forward to partnering with you, and I hope that you enjoy this concert. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathleen. I'm Bob Kapchar. I'm a retired Deputy Fire Chief from Westport, Connecticut, and I'm on the Board of Directors of the Connecticut Burns Care Foundation and a longtime staff member of the Arthur C. Luff Children's Burn Camp. I want to start off by thanking Dominic Mantuano for donating his time and efforts and his wonderful talent to help raise funds for the Connecticut Burns Care Foundation Summer Camp, which is called the Arthur C. Luff Children's Burn Camp. The Arthur C. Luff Children's Burn Camp is held every July in Union, Connecticut on Camp Pomperaug, which is a Boy Scout camp. It has been held for 29 years, and this is the first year we've been unable to have the camp, and that's because of the coronavirus. The camp is open free of charge to kids 8 to 18, and we get kids that return for 10 years, most of them. It's run specifically by all volunteers. Those volunteers are made up of firefighters, retired firefighters, volunteer firefighters, medical professionals, and burn survivors. Each and every one of our children is a burn survivor. And we have been giving them a wonderful time, a wonderful week in the woods where they can bond with other kids who are just like them. They learn so many things. They learn self-esteem. They learn to love one another. They learn just to have fun and to be kids. It's fun to be a kid. We thank you for tuning into this concert tonight, and we hope you can support our foundation with generous donations tonight and going forward. I thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Dominic Mantuano, and tonight we are doing this concert for the Connecticut Cares Burn Foundation. And what we're going to do tonight is we are going to just hopefully raise some money for these kids so that next year, in 2021, they will be able to go to camp in July and just be kids. Something that they truly look forward to, and it was taken away from them this year. This means a very, very dear to my heart. This is very close to me. So tonight, I decided to go back to my roots. We're going to do something different. Lately, I've been doing music that is two of everything. Well, tonight, I've decided we're going to go back to my roots, and we're going to do a whole Broadway show. We're going to do shows from the past, from the day, from the middle, from the back, from the end, from the top, from the bottom. You get the idea. But we're going to have a lot of fun. And I have a few surprises along the way. Two big surprises for you tonight that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. Sit back, relax, and just have fun with this. Throughout the night, please feel free to look up the Connecticut Care Burn Foundation, the Arthur C. Luff Burn Camp. Look it up. Right there is how you would donate. And anything you can give, it would mean the world to me, but more to the children. So again, let's kick this off with a song that I had a great time with a lot of my shows with Peter Palami and the Palami Theater and the Evergreen Theater, and this was George M. So I thought just a great rousing way to kick off the Broadway sound with You're a Grand Old Flag from George M. Maestra, please. Flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true with the red, white, and blue, and there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on that grand old flag. You're a grand old flag, a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true with the red, white, and blue, and there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on that grand old flag. You're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true with the red, white, and blue, and there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on that grand old, on the grand old flag. Grand Old Flag from George M. I had a really great time when I used to tour with that show because I get to do all the great American songbook from George M. And it was just really, really wonderful. So let's continue. The next song is, I forgot my own order. Love in a Home. Now, this one is really old Broadway. We got to go way back. But the reason I chose this song is because in high school, it was my very first lead in my senior year. I played Little Abner. And in Little Abner, this song was prominent, and then Mario Lanza sang it, and as you know, I sing Mario Lanza's music, so it all fits together. Maestra, please. You can tell when you open the door. You can tell if there's love in a home. Every table and chair seems to smile come and stay for a while. You almost feel you've been there once before, by the shine and the glow of the road, and the clock seems to chime, come again anytime. You'll be welcome wherever you roam. You can tell when there's love in a home. And the clock seems to chime, come again anytime. You'll be welcome wherever you roam. You can tell when there's love in a home. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is Broadway, and we're going to be going from one decade to another. No particular order. We're just going to have a lot of fun. You're going to know a few. Some you might not know. Some you might say, well, that's my favorite. I saw it when. And I want to just really quickly say to all my Broadway friends out there, I'm sorry. I know this has been hard. Our voices have been sort of silenced, but you know, Lin-Manuel said, this is only intermission. We're coming back. And when we come back, it'll be stronger and better than ever. You can't silence the arts. You can't. Every form of art is coming back. And we're going to come back stronger, better, bigger. So to all my friends who have been affected by this, you have my prayers, my thoughts. Is what? So, the reason I'm asking my two compadres up in the booth what's next is because I forgot to put a set list down here. So, with that, they're going to tell me what's next, so I apologize for the delay. This song comes from one of the most beloved children's plays of all time, and I say children's because that's who makes it. But it's for all audiences. But I think this song is what we need at this time. This is Tomorrow, Maestro. The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow, till there's none. But I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely. I just stick out my chin and grin and say, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Thank you. I want to take a second to thank Doug Barbiero, my good friend, my music partner, my compadre, who wrote and directed all this music that you hear tonight. He's made it for me over the years so that we can bring it to you now. He had just moved to Florida, so I still miss him. Move back. And his wife, Debbie, we miss them very much. But thank you, because all the music is provided by them tonight. So now this next song I'd like to do for you. I'm going to warn you that if you're too close to your screen watching this, that you're in the splash zone. Now, what does that mean? It means my hips are going to go left, they're going to go right, they might go around and around and around. But I had a great time doing this show, again, with my good friend Peter Palami, and he played Tevye. And my friend Ed Bashir also was in it, and he was Laser Wolf, and we just had a great time. This is one of those plays you engulf yourself in and never forget. So let's go to this little village of Anatevka, and let's look in on Tevye as he says, "If I were a rich man." If I were a rich man, diddle 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 dum, diddle dum. If I were a wealthy man, I would work hard. Diddle 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 dum, a diddle 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 dum. If I were a bitty bitty rich, diddle 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 man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere, just for show. I'd fill my yard with chickens and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can, and each loud and like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, diddle 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 dum, a diddle 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 dum. All day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle 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 dum, a diddle 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 dum. If I were a bitty bitty rich, diddle 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 man, I'd see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oi, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. Put that there, put that there, put that over there. A most important man in town would come to fawn on me. They would ask me to advise them, like Solomon the wise. If you please, Reptevia, pardon me, Reptevia, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. Yada-dee-da-da-dum, yada-dee-da-da-dum, yada-dum. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they really think you know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the Eastern Wall. And I discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, diddle-diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-diddle-dum, all day long I'd bitty-bitty-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle-diddle-diddle-dum, a diddle-diddle-diddle-dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decree I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? Hi-ya! Oh, boy. Whew. I'll tell you. It's already a workout, and we just started. So I love that I chose a perfect place to put something. So I told you we have a couple of surprises for you tonight, and here is one of them. Tonight, I'd like to introduce you to a very, very great friend of mine who has a history of credits under his belt for performing, and I have had the privilege of performing on and off with this gentleman for over the last 15 years. And he is a former Phantom of the Opera. He played it over in Germany, and he's amazing in every which way, shape, and form. So tonight, because of social distancing, he's agreed for the children to give of his time and his talent for this show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kyle Gagne.
Thank you, Dominic, and thank you for asking me to sing on tonight's program. I've chosen a song that I have sung many times for charitable events, because for me, it speaks to that existential question of why are we here? Why do we exist? And the only reason I keep coming up with is for each other. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. We're children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Others are very special people. They're the luckiest people in the world, with one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Please donate. Good night.
Kyle, thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough from the bottom of my heart, or as we say in the show we do, the heart of my bottom. And again, Kyle is a near and dear friend, also my golfing buddy. So I gotta take it back and get back to the show because that was absolutely beautiful. So one of my favorite shows that I did down at Red Bank, New Jersey, and I had a privilege of doing a little tour of it. I was put in a position that I had to fill in not once, but twice for both leads when they came down with laryngitis at 2 separate points. Thank God it was only one show each, but it was a dream of mine come true because I love the songs in this next show, and it was really, really fun. So the first one is the main lead, Emile, and it's from South Pacific. Some Enchanted Evening. Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you'll know even there, that somehow you'll see her again and again. Some enchanted evening, someone may be laughing. You may hear her laughing across the crowded room, and night after night, as strange as it seems, the sound of her laughter will sing in your dreams. Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some enchanted evening, when you find your true love, when you feel her call you across the crowded room, and fly to her side and make her your own. Or all through your life you may dream all alone. You have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go. Thank you. So I dedicate that to my wife, who is so hard at work making this happen. I also want to thank my good friend, and he quickly becoming the angel on my shoulder, Tyler, who is running the the video up there, and my wife's running up everything else up there, and the music. And I can't thank you both enough for doing this with me tonight for the children. So next, we're going to continue with South Pacific. And again, I told you not once, but twice. I show up at the theater and they say, Dominic, Lieutenant Cable's got laryngitis. Can you do it? Well, I think I'm the biggest Lieutenant Cable in the history of South Pacific, but I did it, and it was absolutely fun. And again, with my history of Mario Lanza, he loved this song. So let's continue as Lieutenant Cable sings to his true love, Maestra, Younger Than Springtime. I touch your hand and my arms grow strong, like a pair of birds that burst with song. My eyes look down at your lovely face, and I hold the world in my embrace. Younger than springtime are you, softer than starlight are you, warmer than winds of June are the gentle lips you gave me, gayer than laughter are you, sweeter than music are you, angel and lover, heaven and earth are you to give me. And when you're you and joy invade my soul and fill my heart as now they do, then younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am I, with you. And in your youth and joy invade my arms and fill my heart as now they do, then younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am I, with you. Thank you. Whew. I'll tell you what, we're having a good time tonight, and I love doing all these classics. So now we're going to do another classic that I don't think we would ever really have Broadway without these guys, Rodgers and Hammerstein. And, you know, where do you begin? All the magic that they have done. Well, this is one of them. And again, we're going back to my hero, Mario Lanza, and this was one of the ones he did. And I love it. This is one of my favorites of all time to sing. It's just plain fun. If I Loved You, Maestra, please. If I loved you, time and again I would try to say all I'd want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day. Never, never to know I loved you if I loved you. Longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I let my golden chances pass me by. So you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day. Never, never to know how I love you if I loved you. If I loved you. Thank you. Whew. One thing a singer does, and I also teach voice, and I always tell my students, don't lock your knees. And what do? I lock my knees. And when you're a big guy, your knees look up at you and go, hey, hey, you know how much weight we have to hold down here? And the guy in the brain goes, hey, it's not me, man. He's doing this on his own. You know, nothing I can do about it. And just then I'm trying to sing, and my wife, who is always thinking of me and trying to do the right thing, runs down a set list. I'm right in the middle of this beautiful sound. I got this going in my head, and I see this person going, trying to sneak in a set list. But I know my friend Tyler cut that out. I know she was not in that frame. Yeah, and he's like, maybe. So now I have a set list. This is really great. This next song, I always state very clearly that no matter who you are, what you do, this man in this Broadway show taught us that it doesn't matter what age you are, who you are, where you are, that you have the power to dream. And, and this man literally led that through this entire musical with his sidekick. And it comes down to, we can't give up on our dreams. No matter what comes our way, 2020, we just got to kick it aside and say, this is our dream. So from Mr. Don Quixote and the Man of La Mancha, The Impossible Dream. impossible dream to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear the unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for that heavenly cause. And I know it'll only be true to this glorious quest. At my heart will lie peaceful and calm till I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this. That one man, scorned and covered in scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. Thank you. Oh, I got applause from the gallery up there. That's great. Hey, I have to tell you that I want to thank my teacher, my voice teacher of many, many years, who's no longer with us, Suzanne Ferris-Hammer, because, as you know, we cannot have an audience tonight. I mean, we could have, and I could have social distanced, but this was for the children. This is not about me. This is about the children and about getting them to camp next year, and I will do whatever it takes. I will put them on my back, but I will bring them there myself. And my voice teacher, Suzanne Ferris-Hammer, told me, I don't care if there's one, I don't care if there's none, I don't care who is in that audience. You will perform as if you are performing in front of 10,000 people. And do you know why? Because they deserve the same as the 10,000 people. That's why. So tonight, who knew in 2020 there would be this pandemic? But because of her love, teaching, and teaching me to check my ego at the door, I feel like I'm performing for 50 million. For everybody at home, I can't thank you enough. But we still have more to do. Now, this next song I'm going to do, everybody's smiling and laughing. I'm going to need your forgiveness. I decided in the last minute to put this song in because I just thought it was fun. I told you we would do some Broadway plays of today. Well, this doesn't get any more today than this. But please forgive me if I screw this up in any way. Just sing along at home. I want to hear you from wherever you are. Chime in. Sing for the children. Get everybody up and dancing with this one. But again, forgive me if if I mess this up. Just laugh. Let's have a good time. Because my friend Benoit, again, another gentleman I've performed with many years who's extremely talented. And later on, we got a surprise from him, too. And he's French. I apologize ahead of time for anybody who's French and my accent doesn't work. I'm going to try, but I'm going to ask for forgiveness now. So here we go from Beauty and the Beast. Be our guest. Ma chérie, mademoiselles, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you tonight. And now we invite you to relax. Let us pull up a chair as the dining room proudly presents your dinner. Be our guest, be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie a napkin round your neck, chérie, and we provide the rest. Soup du jour, hors d'oeuvres, while we only aim to serve. Try to grace our feats delicious. Don't believe me, ask the dishes. They can sing, they could dance. After all, Mrs. France, the dinner here is never second best. Go on, unfold your menu, take a glance, and then you'll be a guest. We are guest, be our guest. Beef ragout, choux soufflé, pie and pudding on flambe. We'll prepare and serve with flair a culinary cabaret. You're alone and you're scared, but the banquet's all prepared. No one's gloomy or complaining, while the flatware's entertaining. I'll do jokes, I do tricks with my fan of candlesticks, and it's all in perfect taste that you can bend. Come on and lift your glass, you won your own free pass. See our guest, if you're stressed, it's fine dining we suggest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Life is so unnerving for a servant who's not serving. He's not whole without a soul to wait upon. Ah, those good old days when we were used fill. Suddenly, those good old days are gone. 10 years we've been rusting, needing so much more than dusting. Needing exercise, chance to use our skills. Most days we lay around the castle, flabby, fat, and lazy. You walked in and oops-a-daisy. It's a guest, it's a guest. Sakes alive, I'll be blessed. Wines were poured and thank the Lord I've had the napkins freshly pressed. With dessert, she'll want tea, and my dear, that's fine with me. While the cups do their so-shoeing, I'll be bubbling, I'll be brewing, I'll get hot, piping hot. Heaven's sakes, is that a spot? Clean it up, we want the company impressed. Got a lot to do, is it one lump or two for you, our guest? She's our guest. Be her guest, be her guest. Put our service to the test. Your man is years and 80 here, and we're at test. With your meal, with your ease, yes indeed, we am to please. While the candlelight's still glowing, let us help you, we'll keep going. Horse by horse, one by one, till you shout, enough, I'm done. Then we'll sing you off to sleep as you digest. I will prop your feet up, for now let's heat up. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest, please be our guest. Whew. Wow, that was just plain fun. Of course, inside I'm going, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. Whoo! Oh, I got people on the other saying, Dominic! Not be good. Oh, okay, I think we need a mic stand for this one. Get tired of holding this thing. Whoop. One time I tell everybody not to do that. What do? I pop the mic. So I hope you're having a good time at home. I hope everybody's having a great time. You know, one of the things about Broadway that I don't miss, there is actually something I don't miss about going to see a live show. When I go to a theater and I go in and I go to sit down in the theater, tell me those seats aren't a bit tight. I go to sit down, and I'm always sitting next to the other biggest guy in the theater. And him and I both have to sit next to each other, squeeze in, and we look at each other, and it's just a common knowledge of, yeah, we'll get by. And sure enough, throughout the whole show, right up until intermission, you're fine, and then you realize you need to get up. It's a mess. So this next one is from one of my great composers, Leonard Bernstein and Stephen Sondheim. It's just the way it's done. Again, I got to thank Doug Barbiero for putting this together. It's a real pretty piece. But this is the West Side Story medley. Maestro, please. Tonight won't be just any night. Tonight there will be no morning star. Tonight, I'll see my love tonight, and for us stars will stop where they are today. All day I had this feeling, a miracle would happen. I know now I was right. Oh, here you are, and what was once a world is a star. The most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria, 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 Maria. There's a place for us somewhere, a place for us, peace and quiet and open air. Wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us someday, a time for us, time together with time to spare, time to learn, time to care. Someday, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving somewhere. There's a place for us, a time and place for us. Hold my hand, and we're halfway there. Hold my hand, and I'll take you there. Somehow, someday, somewhere. Maria, say it loud, and the music's playing. Say it soft, and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. The most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria. Whew. You should have seen Doug and I trying to create that one. He's a miracle worker. It was really fun. I can never say that I was in West Side Story. I didn't do that show. I desperately wanted to play Tony, but every time the director would look at me and say, "You are going to climb the lattice work up to the balcony." No, 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 no. You can be a jet, be a shark, be something. No, 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 no. You're not climbing up there. I said, okay, fair point. I'm not Tony. Oh. Okay, so going along the lines of Sondheim and all that classical Bernstein and just the classical Broadway shows, again, for the times that we're all involved in, this is a perfect song. So from The Sound of Music, Climb Every Mountain. Maestro, please. Climb every mountain, search high and low, follow every byway, every path you know. That will need all the love you can give. Every day of your life, for as long as you stream, follow every rainbow till you find your dream. Dream that will need all the love you can give. Every day of your life, or as long as you live. Climb every mountain, stream, follow every rainbow till you find your dream. Thank you. Shoo-wee. So this next song, I mentioned before, you guys had the privilege of seeing Kyle Gagne, and he played the lead in this, and also my friend John Capes was the Phantom of the Opera. And this is one of the most, I think, the most famous song from The Phantom. And Andrew Lloyd Webber, what do you say? Legend. Everything worked perfectly. He wrote it, big hit. Except for aspects of love. Yeah. But anyhow, everything else, big hit. So, excuse me. This next song is from the depths of the opera house as we go and see the Phantom. Maestra, please. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge all thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey to a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the life you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin. Let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. the power of the music of the night. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me make the music of the night. Thank you. Ooh-wee. So, moving right along. These next two songs are a friend of mine, another friend of mine who lives on Broadway, and it was a real pleasure. David Gagnon played in this, and I believe my friend Billy Hannon also was in it, I believe. I'm sorry, I can shake you on that. But this is one of the most powerful plays, and I've always wanted to play the lead, Valjean. So here are the next two songs from Les Miserables. First, Empty Chairs and Empty Tables. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Empty chairs at empty tables. Now my friends are dead and gone. Here they talked of revolution. Here it was, they lit the flame. Here they sang about tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. From the table in the corner, I could see a world reborn, and they rose with voices ringing, and I can hear them now, the very words that they had sung became their last communion on this lonely barricade at dawn. Oh, my friends, forgive me that I live and you are gone. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Phantom faces at the window. Phantom shadows on the floor. Empty chairs at empty tables where my friends will meet no more. Oh, my friends, don't ask me what your sacrifice was for. Empty chairs at empty tables where my friends will sing no more. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, bring him home. God on high, hear my prayer in my need. You have always been there. He is young, he's a friend. Let him rest, heaven bless. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. He's like the sun I might have known if God had granted me a son. The summers die one by one, how soon they fly on and on, and I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him You think, oh, whoa, lost, whoa, okay. Well, let me see here, make sure we're still good. Well, the powers to be, I just cut out. That's a sign we're wrapping up. No, I'm like kidding. So, I'm going to, should I skip the next one? I'm going to ask my wife this question. Should I skip the next one or go on? Oh, that's not an answer. You're not helping. Let's do it. It's a classic. Let's do it. This is You'll Never Walk Alone. This is for everybody out there who's struggling, from me to you. When you walk through a storm, hold your chin up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Whew. Okay, we are coming to the end of the program. I do promise that. I am not going to bend over. I'm so lazy. Wow. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you why we're doing this. We're doing this for the children. The Arthur C. Luff Burn Camp and the Connecticut Cares Burn Foundation, which is the one and the same. So please give to these children so next year we can send them to the camp. All the way back to today, let's come back to another popular Broadway show that is on Broadway right now. Here's another one. I know, I see you. This is another one I just threw in there, so bear with me. I just thought it was cool. I performed with Frankie Valli myself. It was an honor at the one of the largest Italian festivals in the United States, the Milwaukee Italian Festival, and it was an honor, and we had a great time. So this is from Jersey Boys. Can't take my eyes off of you, I hope. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. but in the way that I stare, there's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
On the lonely night, I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay. Let me love you, baby. Let me love you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. And if it's quite all right, I need you, baby. On the lonely night, I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, I have found you, stay. Pretty baby. Not too bad, not too bad. Look out, Frankie. Look out, Frankie. I even saw Tyler bopping up there this time. I saw him going back and forth. So, another musical from today has my hero growing up. My father, my dad, Tony, played the accordion. My grandfather played the drums, banjo, and mandolin. My mom used to sing to me. And that's where I got my love of country music. And to this day, I still sing country music. And a good friend of mine, Steve Dorff, we just released a new album, and it's absolutely wonderful. And with that, my dad really raised me with good ethics and music. So this is for him. And this is from the $1 Million Quartet. And this is called Folsom Prison by Johnny Cash. I hear that train a-coming, it's a-rolling around the bend, and I don't see the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, that time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rolling on down the San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. And I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. All right, here we go. Ritual feeding in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and and smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep a moving, and that's what tortures me. All right, here we go again. From this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'm moving on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yoy. I know there's more songs here. Okay, so moving right along, there's a play that's out there to this day. It's now on tour. A friend of mine, Justin Sargent, was the lead. We went to go see him in it. It was awesome. He was amazing. And this is from Rock of Ages. Let's go back to the 80s with the long hair. With the studded jackets, and I won't mention the hair. Yeah. But let's go back to the 80s, and this was one of my favorite bands, Night Ranger, Sister Christian. Sister Christian, oh, the time has come, and you know that you're the only one to say, okay, where you're going, what you're looking for. You know those boys don't want to play no more with you. It's true. You'll be all right tonight. Babe, you know you're growing so fast, and Mama's worrying that you won't last to say, let's play. Sister Christian, there's so much in life. Don't you give it up before your time is due. It's true. It's true. Yeah. Motorhead, what's your price for flight? has come, and you know that you're the only one to say, okay. But you're motoring, yeah, motoring. Whew. Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the end of the concert. We got 2 more songs, but the one, Yes, I know. Again, I want to thank Tyler. I want to thank Amy. I want to thank Trinity Baptist Church, where I go to church, for loaning us the space for the children so that we can get all this beautiful stuff. I want to thank Clayton Winters, Dan Van Horn, all the elders, which Bob Kapchar is one. I got to thank everybody who allowed me to use this space, because if it wasn't for God, I am just a transmitter, and when I open my mouth, it's the gift he gave me. I have no control. So it's all him, and I give him praise for that every single day. And tonight, he used this gift for the children. So I ask you again to go and give, and even if you just want to leave a nice comment, anything means the world. So, I told you I had 2 surprises for you tonight. One of them was with my friend Kyle Gagne, who's also a part of this. My friend Benoit, Billy Hannon, David Gagnon, Brad Wilson, they're all a part of this. This is something I do for the last over 16 years, and it's called The Three Waiters. It is an industrial theater show that goes all over the United States, around the world, London, Australia, and it is such a powerful, wonderful, high-impact, high-energy show that leaves you wanting more. You'll stand up, you'll stomp your feet, you'll clap your hands, and have a tear running down your cheek. So I am proud to present that these are the guys from all over that do this show called The Three Waiters, singing my classic number. I'm going to let them do it tonight. The Three Waiters, Mr. Brad Wilson, Nessun Dorma.
Hi. Brad Wilson here from the USA office of the Three Waiters. It goes without saying that we are in a global struggle right now against forces that we can see and forces that we can't. And it's absolutely decimated our industry, in particular, the events industry. So much so that it would be very easy right now for this to become about us. But there are greater forces at play here, and greater things that can be achieved for the entire world, not just us. If we can join together and focus on positive change, we may be able to look back on all of this and realize that the world has become better for it. And that is the message of hope that we would like to share with you today. Performers from all around the world from the Three Waiters joining together to sing our signature song, Nessun Dorma, a song about victory.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu puria principessa nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle e tremano d'amore e di speranza. Ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me, il nome mio nessun saprà, no, solo ed il mio bacio scioglierà il silenzio che
Ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me.
Il nome mio nessun saprà. No, no, direi guardate tramontate stelle. Tramontate stelle all'alba vincerò. Vincerò.
All right, guys, thank you very much. I wanted to run to the end and give them all the credits. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I'll post that video for you on my YouTube page, and you can see all the credits at the end. I want to thank the Three Waiters International for all the years of happiness and friendships that I've gotten out of it and got to perform around the United States and all the islands in Canada. I am so blessed in Europe. I am so blessed. I want to also thank my friend Benoit. He put that together. He took endless, countless hours to put that together to give you a special treat. And I could never thank him enough for that special tribute that we all need in the end. Vincero, vincero, victory. Speaking of victory, my last song of the evening is my theme song, and I really, truly cannot wait to do this one for you because this is what it's all about for the kids. This is what it's all about giving. We want to send these kids to camp next year, and I'm telling you, I'm going to make it happen come heck or high water, and I'm going to make sure that we have these kids in camp next year. So this song is all about right now, right here, you, yes, you, to help me make that happen. Ladies and gentlemen from Jekyll and Hyde, this is the moment. This is the moment, this is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I made ever is coming into play. Is here and now today. This is the moment. This is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day. see it sparkle and shine, when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, damn all the odds, this day or never, I'll sing forever with my God. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of them all. Thank you, and on behalf of the children and everybody involved, thank you and good night.